This is Snake. Can you hear me? Good. The mission is simple. Put your geek pants on and infiltrate Foxhound. If you need backup, contact Ken and Chris on their codec frequency. Ready? Snake out.
Yippee Ki Yay, motherfuckers.
Yippee Ki Yay, mother Falcon. I don't know, it's Mr. Falcon. I fucked it up already.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, though. Yippee Ki Yay, Mr. Falcon.
Flipping this over, and I'm doing this. I had a tank top under there. It went right off with the shirt. It's okay. Just keep looking straight. We're gonna fix this. Hang on.
Yeah, no.
I got my McLean shirt here. It's happening. Just keep looking straight.
Yep. No, I'm looking straight. I'm not looking.
Oh, fucking glass cutters showing through too. Look at that. Okay.
You can tell, cause I mean, oh my God, it's John McClane.
He's got no shirt on.
See, I just Jason Bourne'd you. No, Jesus Christ, it's John McClane.
Oh, I like it. All right, Die Hard.
One of the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
We are celebrating. It is the greatest Christmas movie of all
A lot
time.
of debate whether or not it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas
Here
movie.
it is. It happens during Christmas.
It's Christmas movie. I was talking to Adrian about this the other night while I was watching it. I was like, this is a Christmas movie. She's like, it's not. I'm like, they're playing Christmas songs. There's Christmas trees. There's Christmas lights. It's a Christmas party. It's a Christmas damn movie.
Hey, you know what happens at the end? Everybody goes home happy.
Except Hans Gruber.
Well, the good guys win and the bad guys lose.
That's right.
Which is what every Christmas story should be about.
Okay, so the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Check.
Welcome to the Geek Pants Christmas episode.
I'm gonna go ahead and say one of though, because like there's also Santa Claus.
There's a lot of them.
There's also Elf.
Yes.
So
those are more Christmassy, but they don't have John McClane, so they're not as good.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
So my first point is John McClane is awesome.
John McClane is absolutely amazing. Like, as a kid growing up in the like late 80s and early 90s and seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like these guys are all ripped. Yeah. Okay? And even like I didn't get into Steven Seagal until I was a little bit older. But when you see John McClane, who's just like a regular dude, he's balding already. Yep. He doesn't look like he's in peak physical condition at all. He doesn't look like he's a sad sack of shit, but you're not just like, well, he's not doing the splits. He's a regular. He's just a regular cop,
dude in the first movie
who's trying to reconcile with his wife.
Yeah. And
he goes to Nakatomi Towers on a miscommunication.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
And man, like, just right away, like, because it's Bruce Willis, right? And this is, like, Bruce Willis, like, moonlighting Bruce Willis, so, you know what I mean? Like, this is the Bruce Willis that I was like, yeah.
You know what blew my mind while I was watching it the other night? Is that we are older than Bruce Willis was in that movie.
Oh, wow.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
That is crazy, actually,
To be like, Bruce Willis is 30 in this movie, and I am going to be 36.
But he looks like he's 36 in this movie.
He does.
Yeah. Part of it is because he smoked a lot.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, he did. Yeah, but if you look at the whole Die Hard series, it's basically a superhero origin film. Like, he's an everyday man, becomes a superhero, and then we see him die. His career, anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Because the last
I remember when it was Die Hard 4, and he was like sliding off the wing of the jet, and I went, "What the fuck is happening here?" Yeah. Like, the character for me, John McClane, is a guy that just barely wins, but he gets lucky. Yeah. You know, like, there's several scenes in this one. Like, the one blonde fucking Aryan guy that's kicking the fuck out of him, and he, like, wraps the chain around his neck. Yes. You know? He just happens to, like, he's, like, gonna die, wraps a chain, and then, like, takes the guy out. Mm-hmm. He was dead if he didn't do that. You know? Although... Well, the scene that really makes it for him is the barefoot glass scene. That's the scene right there. He is a badass right up until that point, like,
Mhm.
you're not like, oh my god, he's a fucking loser, blah, blah, blah. You're like, okay, this guy's a badass. But then when he does that scene, you're like, holy shit. And all because Gruber met him, you know, in the catacombs, does that wicked American accent. Wicked American accent. And it's instant because up until that point, he's this dirty German accent.
Yeah.
And then does the American accent, notices that he's barefoot, and then starts, like, laying waste.
Shoot the glass!
And they were just like, what? Oh, fuck! I mean, then they seen cut to literally, like, dying. He's in that sink dying, pulling chunks of glass out of it. And I was just like, holy shit.
That last scene where, like, Hans says Holly, and then John's walking out of the shower, and he's like, Hans!
No.
And he's all just like, ugh.
No, I'm talking about, like, when he's literally, like, he's...
Oh, I know, the bathroom scene.
And he's calling Carl Winslow. Sergeant Carl Winslow. He's calling him, and he's like, you tell my wife, and he's just like, nope, you tell her.
Apparently he's credited as Al Powell in this film. I don't know Al Powell. I only know Sergeant Winslow.
I actually laughed my ass off because I was a huge fan of Family Matters. So, of course, loved Carl Winslow. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, oh my god, it's Carl Winslow. And yeah, his name's different. But
but I mean, still, end of the day. End of the day. Wouldn't it be great if they actually tied it in the Family Matters somehow? Like, he comes home from an overnight shift, he's just like, you won't believe the night I had. I was at this tower and all hell broke loose.
Oh my god. And it's funny because, like, those are the two big things he's known for, too.
I honestly can't think of anything else. I think he was in a commercial once.
I know that it's Reginald Bell Johnson.
Yes.
Because of Family Matters and Die Hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the everyman aspect of John McClane, which is sadly missing. Mm-hmm. Especially because, I mean, I don't even know if Bruce Willis wants to be alive anymore. Like,
I know.
He's just kind of there now.
I do love Live Free or Die Hard because I love Timothy Olyphant as a villain in that.
He was
it
great.
Is so over the top at
He
times.
was great as a villain, but everything else about that movie is garbage.
Well,
I didn't like...
It's a masterpiece compared to the film after it, though.
I didn't like John McClane. I didn't like his character, even though, like, it's the Superman aspects. I don't like the Superman aspects. The Justin Long character, and I like Justin Long, and he was at his height of his Justin Longness, where he was himself in every movie.
The Justin length. Kevin Smith is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. To me, it's not the best Die Hard, though.
That
would be this one.
Yeah, like, it would be one of those, it's like The Bourne Legacy. Like, if you take out the John McClane aspect, sub in anything else, it would be a better movie.
Yeah.
It's because and also because it's almost like every single Die Hard movie has to have that, like, twist where, they're, like, in this movie, the whole thing was that they were actually holding the people ransom so that they could release all these terrorists, but really all it was just a front was to get into the vault of the Nakatomi Towers.
Yeah.
You know, which I loved. I was like, man, that is awesome that they sat there and went, we release all those people because it's really just buying time for them to fucking get in there.
Such a good movie.
You know, and speaking of Walker, Texas Ranger, at some point I think we referenced it in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know.
The fucking hacker guy was the sidekick in Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, it was! That's where I know him from.
But yeah, so the Everyman aspect was great, and I loved, even like in Die Hard with a Vengeance, a little bit more...
It's getting a little more into the super...
A little bit more, but he still gets his ass kicked.
Die Hard with a Vengeance is so good. I'm not a fan of the second one.
I like the second one too, but the problem with the second one though is it's literally
it's a rehash of the first one at an airport.
Yeah, it's the same movie at an airport.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it's got the same supporting cast. Like Reginald's back in it. It's got everybody in it.
But then they also add in Dennis Franz.
They do. A little bit of NYPD blue for everyone.
Right. Good thing we didn't see his ass this time.
But if I watch the first and I go right to the third, I'm a happy John McClane camper.
Yeah, exactly. But actually,
plus they go nicely with each other because it's Han's brother, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I really like about the second one, and this is where I kind of differ because I can watch all three back to back, is like you get the relationship isn't necessarily over in the second one. Like they pick it up at the end. Like, I even love in the second one where, you know, they're saying, like, oh, there's something going on at the airport or whatever, and she goes, that's John. You know? And you're like, oh, okay, yeah. So they're kind of together. Whereas in the third one, it's pretty much over until he makes that phone call.
It's over. And
they still kind of leave it at that. And I don't like how it's over after that, like it's completely done, but I'm just a sucker for
that
ending.
Bonnie Bedelia.
Yeah. As
Holly. I love her chemistry with Bruce Willis in this.
Well, I also love her chemistry with what's-his-face, the perennial bad guy from Ghostbusters. Both those, Die Hard 1 and 2, he's just a...
Got all these German bad guys, and then you got that one Asian guy who was a bad guy in every action in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, oh, that guy! I don't know your name.
No, I'm talking about, what's-his-face?
Yeah, you're talking about...
The reporter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not talking about the Asian guy.
No.
Oh,
I just brought up the Asian guy.
The one, the one Asian guy.
You know the one Asian guy?
Yeah,
all these Germans, and then you got this one Asian dude over here that just... He's like, oh, an action movie in the 80s? I'm here. And they're like, oh, we didn't even hire you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, you're here, so we might as well put you in this movie.
I will be in this movie.
But, I mean, I like... I even just love the chemistry between Bruce Willis and Reginald VelJohnson, where they're both just beat cops, essentially.
I love that.
And he's just... And then, like, when Reginald's talking to the other FBI guys, like, we don't fucking give a shit, and he's just like, no. This guy's good. He's on our side.
Yeah.
I think he's a cop. Something about it, I feel like he is. And he's piecing it together, and then they become friends through the course of this.
Yeah.
Then at the end, because you have that storyline where, you know, he's like, I'm a desk jockey. Like, I don't do shit. I was on my way home, you know, and I just happened to see what was going on. And then, like, saves the guy, saves John McClane from the insane blonde German guy who's just like,
still alive.
You know?
I love though that when John walked out and the two of them looked at each other, they knew that was the guy on the other line.
Yeah,
they
that
just
was
knew,
awesome.
and they start to
because
smile.
There's none of this oh hey, by the way, I'm a black cop, and oh yeah, by the way, I'm a white cop. It was just that's the guy.
I know you.
Yeah, you know. But getting back to the end, like I love that when he's just like Hans.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and Holly's just like, oh my god.
Like he's cause
he's just all like
he's fucked. His feet are fucked.
Yeah.
He spent the last let's say 3 hours running, fighting, shooting. He's probably had to take a shit break.
Smoking.
Sometimes that happens. Smoking like crazy.
He got a lot of smoke breaks in there.
Yeah, and then that last scene, and it's just like and he's nuts, and she's like, he's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But he does it all just as he does it essentially to save her.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you get that great scene of Hans falling.
Oh.
Where he unclips the shitty watch that she got as a gift.
Yeah.
And just look at Alan Rickman's face, he's just like, oh.
And then you find out later that they dropped him for real to get that face. I was like, sometimes directors are insane.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
I love Alan Rickman so much. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. My God.
I love him so much.
The first Alan Rickman movie I actually watched was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That was actually my first time watching Alan Rickman.
I was actually, for some reason, I thought it was Robin Hood Men in Tights, but I remember it was that other British guy from that other TV show that I can't recall now.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, no, not Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Rickman is great. Like, I mean, I've loved him in everything I've seen him in. You know, everything.
I'll watch a garbage movie and I'll be like, Alan Rickman was great in it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, very sad that we'll never see another movie with him. Oh, yeah. Hart Bochner as Harry, hilarious performance. Harry.
Oh,
you know, the coked out fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's like, Hans Booty. I'm pretty sure he says Hans Buddy.
I think
but it totally sounds like Hans Booby. Hans Booby.
Yeah. The quintessential, coked out 80s douchebag.
Yeah.
Who doesn't realize that he's fucked. I love it. He has no clue that he's dead. And Holly is like, are you for real? Because you're dead.
He's on the line
you're so dead.
He's on the line with John.
Hey, John.
Hey, buddy.
Feet up. Hey, man.
Drinking a freaking Coke.
Yeah, why don't you just, come on down? And he's just like, no, man, hang up the phone. God.
Hilarious performance.
So many great movies that have come because of this Die Hard in a. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the fact that, like, so many other people were supposed to be in this movie, and they all passed on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally it was just like, oh, let's give it to Willis. And then it became a blockbuster.
Yeah. All the big action stars were off for this, weren't they?
Yeah. Like Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Yeah. Probably Van Damme. Might as well, right? Yeah.
You know, I mean...
Definitely not Steven Seagal, though.
No, because he would have took it.
No,
He would have took it immediately. You know? It's always funny how that works, though, because, like Stallone was originally supposed to be the Beverly Hills Cop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he decided not to do that and do Cobra instead, for some reason. And I've watched it, and it's shitty.
It's not a good movie.
His name's Cobretti.
I forgot about that.
It's such a shitty fucking movie.
Cobretti.
But, like, in hindsight, like, you watch Beverly Hills Cop, and I can't picture anyone else but Eddie Murphy.
No, that is his. 100%.
You know what I mean?
I can't imagine anyone else as John McClane.
Now, obviously, like, Stallone wouldn't have been Axel Foley like Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah, it would have been different.
You know, but I mean, that's a fucking classic movie, that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I can't picture anyone else as John McClane, even though now you might as well be like Stallone and fucking Schwarzenegger, because he's pretty much bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even finish Another Day to Die Hard. Which...
Or Another Day, is that what it's called?
I think it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure
A Good Day to Die
A
Hard.
Good Day, that's right, A Good Day to Die Hard.
You're like, oh, Jay Courtney's in this off.
Jay Courtney.
I actually... No, it wasn't that, but I do remember distinctly, because, like, at first I was just like, what is with this guy? There's something about this guy. I don't know. I can't place him, but I feel, and then I went, oh yeah, you're always in shitty movies. And you're with Bruce Willis in the 5th Die Hard that should never have been made, and you're his son, who we vaguely reference in every single movie.
Which I kind of like. I kind of like that for the older ones. He brought in his kids. I liked Lucy in the 4th. In the
4th, it was all right.
This one was just awful, though.
Well,
and
because
it was
it's
in Russia.
That legacy bullshit.
It took place in Russia, too. It did not feel like a Die Hard.
It was especially
a garbage
because...
film.
Well, no, because, you've got Bruce Willis being Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a lame attempt at John McClane.
Mm-hmm.
And then his son is supposed to be the successor, because I think he's actually John McClane Jr.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Because could you imagine that, like, Beverly Hills Cop 8 and it's Axel Foley Jr.? Yeah, no. Yeah. Just reboot it.
And now they're doing that awful Die Hard Year 1 idea. Where it's like, oh, it's going to take place during 2 time periods, and Bruce Willis will be playing John McClane here, and then some other guy will be playing John McClane here. That's like, you do realize Die Hard 1 was like 88, right? That's like pretty much the start of it.
Yeah, I don't need to see
before that
everything that brought him to the point where he was
at all.
Because it was a perfect launching point.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect. You knew that he was a cop.
Mm-hmm.
He was having marital troubles. He's got kids.
Mm-hmm.
They do a really good job of saying, she moved here, he stayed. That's one of the major reasons why there's problems.
Yep.
He never supported her. By the end of this movie, you're like, okay, we've got something here. Maybe this will work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they do Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3. Should have left it there.
Should have, but...
Money talks.
Money talks.
Money talks, and I don't think Willis was doing much of anything at that point anyway.
2007 was Live Free or Die Hard? Not really. I mean, he did Cop Out.
So, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, he was really up.
That's one of those movies where I liked when I watched it, and then in hindsight, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch it again, because I don't know if I'll like it as much as I did.
I really loved it, and then I realized it was just the Kevin Smith fan in me that wanted to love it.
I think that's what it is.
And he didn't even write it, so I don't know why I was all like, oh, I love it. He only directed it. So...
Like, I mean, I love Tracy Morgan in it, and I like Sean William Scott in it. And I remember, like, that was the point where... And this was before all the Kevin Smith, like, hate for Bruce Willis came out. But I remember that was one of the first beginnings where I was just kind of like, can you do other things?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like you see him in Sin City, and it's not like he's doing a stretch in Sin City. He's still playing a broke-down, drinking, smoking cop.
Yeah.
But It felt different. Maybe because he had hair in it.
I really hope that Glass is different.
So do I. I really hope Glass is different.
I want Unbreakable Willis. I don't want new Willis.
Yeah, because I even like Fifth Element. His Willis, his character Corbin Dallas.
Yeah, Corbin Dallas.
Corbin Dallas, which is your generic action movie name.
Yep.
Even that is essentially John McClane, but still great. You know, he milked that character really well. Like even the Last Boy Scout was better than it should have been, but that's also because Damon Wayans was in it too.
It was a good movie.
That was good.
Definitely enjoyed that movie.
I think he quit smoking after that movie because he smoked literally in every scene.
Yeah. He had a string of films there in the early 90s. Every
Mercury Rising.
Between every Die Hard. Yeah, Mercury Rising. I think that was the first movie he was bald in, where he shaved his head.
I think so too. And that was good. I really liked Mercury Rising.
It was a good flick. The Jackal.
The Jackal, yeah.
Jackal was good. Seeing him as a bad guy, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was weird too.
Blowing off Jack Black's arm.
And he knew it too.
Yeah.
Off. Oh. God damn it.
Good flick.
Man, you know what? The other thing I really like is that the movie is so, instantly memorable. Everyone who's seen it knows the movie. I don't think I've met anybody that doesn't like it. They don't necessarily have to love it, but I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't like it. And I mean, Yippee Ki Yay, motherfucker!
Yeah, it's so quote worthy.
So, are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's the quote that makes it for decades.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, so good.
Yippee Ki Yay, Mr. Falcon, though, is so great. I remember the first time I heard that, I went, "Wait, what the fuck?" That's what you picked. At least it's MF, right?
Yeah.
Instead of there's so many different. There's stupid ones I want to say I've heard Mother Lover once, but I don't think so.
Mother Fudger.
You actually heard Mother Fudger? Oh man, what was it? TBS?
I think it was actually my mom that said it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense.
Are you talking TV edits?
Yeah, TV edits, because Mr. Falcon is a TV edit. That's one of the more famous ones. Yippee Ki Yay, Mr. Falcon, and you're like, that doesn't even sound like him. You couldn't get him to redub his own lines.
It's the greatest.
That's so
Mr.
great.
Mr. Falcon. What?
Who's Mr. Falcon? Where is he? Yeah, but getting back to okay, so the plot itself, I love the twist. If it wasn't for the twist, it would still be a great action flick.
Yeah. But
the twist is awesome because you're just they're just dirty bank robbers. Even when Holly says it, she goes, "You guys aren't righteous freedom fighters. You guys are just bank robbers."
Yeah.
And they're just she almost spits when she says it. I'm like, yeah, that is great. It's another. Oh, the great. I forgot even to mention he's on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna bomb the roof.
Yeah.
And he's barefoot. He's got his wife beater on. Hose jumps through, smashes into the window, and you're like, ooh, fuck.
Ugh.
And then has to shoot it before he can go through.
Yeah.
I almost want to rewatch it now.
It's so good. I watched it on Monday. I was like, oh man, I always forget how amazing this film is.
There's not a bad thing in that movie.
It is so good.
Everyone talks about plot holes.
The 80s.
There's no plot holes in this movie.
The 80s, especially then, the late 80s, because you had Lethal Weapon around the same time.
Well, they were also all rated R too.
They were.
There was no.
I could not watch those movies until I was older. But I'll tell you right now, my dad had every one of those in his VHS collection.
Itching. He was itching to watch them with you. I could tell.
Yeah.
Because
and all his Die Hards, all his Lethal Weapons.
Lethal Weapons were all rated R until Lethal Weapon 4.
Yeah. He let me watch. Yeah, he let me watch the 3 Lethal Weapons before the 4th came out because we watched the 4th in the theater because it was PG-13.
Yeah, that's right. That was good too. Yeah. Oh, those are great movies too.
The introduction of Jet Li.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lethal Weapon 1 is a Christmas movie.
That's right.
Everyone always talks about Die Hard. I was like,
that's
Lethal
right.
Weapon is just as Christmas as Die Hard.
Especially right at the beginning when she's on the balcony and you see bits of her titties.
Merry Christmas to
young prepubescent Chris.
Oh,
no, I saw a nipple. Yeah, I mean, of all the movies to launch your career, it is it's one of the best action movies of all time.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
It's also one of the best Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is.
Because Geek Pants said so.
I like that.
Yeah. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Made the bottle shake.
Everyone in the movie is great. The writing is great. Like, I mean, like I said, there's no plot holes.
No.
Nothing is just like, yeah, but you don't ever have to explain anything at all. Like, when you're reaching, it's just point A, point B, all the way through F, whatever. Everything makes sense. I guess the only thing would be the fake out, like, that horror ending where it's just like, whew, and then the guy comes out with the gun and he's about to kill him, and you're just like,
every 80s action movie.
You were hanging from a fucking, like, you were dead.
How are you alive? It would have been like, Hans Gruber just stands back up.
Yeah, like, and then it's like, Die Hard to be sane. But, I mean, I will say though, like, getting to Die Hard with Vengeance, I love that it's Simon, and it's his brother. Yes. And it's the same fucking thing. He makes it out to be this big, huge fuck you to John McClane. It's really just a bank robbing bullshit again. And I was like, that is awesome. That's so great. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add, sir?
I got nothing else to add. Die Hard's a friggin' masterpiece. And I think anyone that's seen it is going to completely agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're dumb.
Yeah. If they don't agree with that, they're wrong.
It's stupid.
It's stupid.
And probably smell like shit.
Yeah.
What else can I say here? You're probably missing teeth. Which is possibly why you smell like shit.
Yeah.
You probably like a lot of Steven Seagal movies. But, like, recent Steven Seagal movies.
Yes. We're not talking about, like, the one decent one he had in the middle there.
No, we're not talking about Under Siege.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
Under Siege, the first one.
That is awesome. We're also not talking about Out for Justice.
Right? Above the Law.
And Marked for Death. Those were the 4 big ones he had, because they were like that.
And On Deadly Ground. That was a pretty decent one.
Oh, that's the one with Michael Caine.
Yeah. Exit Wounds. Exit Wounds.
When's the last time you watched it?
It's been a while, but I will tell you that Exit Wounds, that Tom Arnold and Anthony Anderson taught me how to properly wipe my butt. So thank you, Tom Arnold and Anthony Anderson. Yeah,
you know what? Maybe I'll get that one pass. Although I rewatched it within the last 5 years, it's fucking garbage.
Is it?
Oh, it's so bad. They even have him doing Wire Fu.
Is it as bad as the one he did with what was it? DMX? Or was it Ja Rule? Ja Rule.
Yeah, it was Ja Rule.
It was the one right after Exit Wounds. They were like, Steven Seagal's big comeback to theater movies. Exit Wounds actually made a decent amount of money at the box office. And he follows that up with a piece of garbage.
Yeah, because he was already, what was it, The Glimmer Man?
Oh!
With Marlon Wayans?
No, that was Keenan Ivory.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Keenan Ivory. Yeah. Oh.
The Glimmer Man.
Oh,
I totally forgot about that. I gotta do this. I gotta hit my dad. You know what? We should just straight up do it on the VHS.
Yeah, just do a run and just because like I distinctly remember like Out for Justice was good. And that was like, like he was a martial artist in all of his movies. Like they explain that. So, but like Out for Justice was good. Marked for Death was good. They're all kind of the same, but they're all really good.
Oh, here's a good one. Executive Assistant. My dad was so excited that Kurt Russell.
Executive Decision.
Oh, yes, Executive Assistant.
The sequel was Executive Assistant.
My dad was so excited that Kurt Russell and Seagal were in a movie together, and then Seagal blows out of the plane in the first 5 minutes.
5 minutes, boom, dead.
He's gone. And I was just like, oh my god, they killed Steven Seagal.
Although, that movie was really good.
It's a really
I really
good
like
movie.
it, but I also love the part where John Leguizamo tells the story.
Yeah.
And he's like, so it's first day on set, and Steven Seagal comes in, and he basically says he's the boss. And I started laughing because I thought he was joking, and he fucking kicked me in the chest. And all I could say was, why? He's a fucking lunatic. I was like, oh my god. And he is. He's also a piece of shit in real life. Like a horrible person.
Oh, yes.
There's nothing redeeming about him.
No.
Which I'm glad, like, when I watched some of his first batch of movies I didn't know, because now if I see him, I'm like, I'm never watching any of your shit.
No.
Like, I'm glad that proposed comeback where he was making a joke of himself didn't happen, like from that Mountain Dew commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because then it just validates his behavior, right?
Yeah. I don't like it.
But yeah, so all in all, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Oh, absolutely amazing.
That was a Camcast Christmas.
Woo! Woo! Merry Christmas to all of you out there.
Or, for the people that don't do that, Merry Christmas.
Best of the seasons to you.
A happy holiday.
Yes, that's right. You gotta say holiday.
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 Happy Hanukkah.
Celebrate. That's all I got.
Is that?
Really,
I was really hoping it was going to keep
going.
Well,
because I can't really sing like that we're on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And we're on iTunes.
Yeah.
And we're on Twitter.
Yeah.
And we're on Facebook. It's not really a big song.
No.
Right? But we're all on all of those things.
Yeah.
If you like, press like. If you don't, press like. Subscribe if you want. Or not. Subscribe. Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Share it.
Always share it. And if you don't like it, tell us why.
Yeah. And we'll disagree with you.
Yeah, I will pretend to take into consideration your thoughts.
Yes.
I will do this. I'll go, yeah. Fuck you.
Falcon you?
Motherfuck you. Yeah.
I love it when you do the yeah. It's so Tom Cruise-y.
Yeah.
Or Ben Stiller, I should say.
These pancakes are delicious.